What if the true key to manifesting your dream life has nothing to do with action, hustle, or even affirmations? What if the reason things haven't shifted yet isn't because you're doing something wrong, but because there's too much noise inside you to hear what's already working? We live in a world where silence is almost feared. From the moment we wake up, we're surrounded by voices, alerts, advice, expectations. Our minds race, replaying the past and anticipating the future, creating a storm of thoughts we call normal. And in that storm, the voice of your higher self gets lost. The truth is, manifestation doesn't happen through force. It doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to resonance. And resonance only emerges in stillness. Silence isn't the absence of sound. It's the space where energy gathers. Where your frequency stabilizes. Where clarity rises like mist in a quiet morning. In this video, you're going to discover why silence isn't passive or empty, but a powerful force that aligns your mind, body, and field to receive what you've always wanted. This isn't about escaping life. It's about re-entering it, fully, intentionally, vibrationally aligned. You'll learn how silence recalibrates your brain, clears emotional interference, and opens the magnetic channel through which reality flows to you. Not by chance. Not by luck. But by design. Let's begin the journey inward. Not with words, but with a pause. Imagine trying to listen to a whisper in the middle of a crowded concert hall. That whisper is your intuition. Your inner knowing. The part of you that's always guiding, always aligned. But for most people, that voice is drowned out by a constant inner storm. Thoughts racing. Obligations piling up. Doubts repeating like broken records. And even when we try to focus on what we want to manifest, we often do it from a place of fear, tension, and control. Here's what no one tells you. Noise isn't just external. It's internal. And it's blocking your frequency. You can't broadcast clarity when your inner world is full of static. You can't align with abundance when your mind is obsessing over lack. This is why so many people say affirmations, visualize daily, and still feel stuck. Because underneath those practices, the signal is scrambled. You're not manifesting what you consciously want. You're manifesting what you vibrationally broadcast. Let's use a simple metaphor. Your mind is like a radio. If it's stuck between stations, half tuned to fear, half tuned to hope, all you get is noise. But when you slow down, when you breathe, when you become still, you begin to tune in with precision. And that's when manifestation becomes effortless. But here's the challenge. Most people are addicted to the noise. We fill every gap with something, scrolling, planning, worrying, consuming. We're afraid of silence because it forces us to face what's underneath. And yet, that silence is the doorway. Only in silence can the subconscious reorganize. Only in silence can your nervous system drop from survival into trust. Only in silence can you begin to hear the frequency of what wants to come through you, not from force, but from flow. This is the energetic truth. Noise fragments your power. Stillness gathers it. Think about it. Have you ever had an idea come to you not while working, but while doing nothing? In the shower. On a walk. During a moment of pause? That's not a coincidence. It's coherence. So ask yourself, where am I holding on to noise as a way to feel in control? What might happen if I gave myself permission to go quiet, not to avoid, but to allow? Because silence doesn't weaken your manifestation. It amplifies it. And in the next chapter, we'll explore exactly why, from your brainwaves to your energy field, silence isn't empty. It's where everything begins. Silence may feel spiritual, mysterious, even poetic. But beneath the stillness lies something incredibly real, science. When you pause, when you go inward, when you allow silence, you're not just calming down. You're shifting the actual chemistry of your body and the frequency of your energy field. Let's start with the brain. In a typical waking state, your brain is dominated by beta waves, fast, jagged frequencies associated with thinking, analyzing, and reacting. This is the state of survival, and unfortunately, it's where most people live 90% of the time. But when you enter intentional silence, even for just a few minutes, your brain begins to slow down. You transition into alpha waves, calm, focused attention, and theta waves, deep meditation, creativity, and subconscious access. In these slower frequencies, your brain becomes more receptive. Neural pathways reorganize. Stress circuits begin to shut down. The analytical mind softens, and the intuitive mind awakens. And that's just the beginning. Your heart, too, begins to respond. When you're in silence, especially paired with conscious breathing, your heart rate stabilizes. This creates what's known as heart-brain coherence, a state where your emotional and cognitive systems operate in harmony. In this state, you're not just relaxed. You're tuned in. Now let's zoom out. At the quantum level, your thoughts and emotions emit real, measurable energy. Every emotion, joy, fear, gratitude, anxiety, carries a vibrational signature. When your inner world is chaotic, your energy field sends out a mixed signal. You attract experiences that match confusion, doubt, urgency. But when you enter silence, your vibration becomes consistent. You're no longer reacting, you're generating. And that's when your field begins to resonate with clarity, alignment, and higher frequencies of possibility. Think of it like tuning an instrument. Before, you were playing out of sync, scattered, dissonant. But now, through silence, you're tuning yourself. And what you broadcast into the field begins to come back in harmony. This isn't magic. It's biology. It's physics. It's intentional living. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, stuck, or disconnected, don't reach for more effort. Reach for stillness. Because in that stillness, your body heals, your mind recalibrates, and your energy becomes magnetic. Silence is not a break from manifestation. It's how manifestation begins to flow, scientifically and soulfully. And in the next chapter, we'll go even deeper, with real practices you can use to turn silence into transformation. By now, you understand that silence is more than stillness, it's alignment. It's how you clear internal space and become magnetic to what you desire. But how do you actually practice silence in a world that never stops moving? The truth is, you don't need hours, exotic retreats, or perfect quiet. What you need is intention, consistency, and presence. Let's start simple. 1. The 5-minute morning reset. Before you do anything else, before emails, before scrolling, before talking, sit. 5 minutes. Eyes closed. Hands relaxed. No goal, no mantra. Just breathe. Let your thoughts rise and fall like waves. When your mind wanders, return to your breath. This daily ritual creates space between the world's demands and your center. It grounds you in being before doing. 2. The pause practice. Throughout your day, insert micro moments of silence, 10 to 30 seconds. Before answering a question, before responding to stress, before making a decision, pause. Notice your breath. Feel your body. This simple act disengages you from autopilot and reconnects you to awareness. You shift from reaction to intention. And over time, you begin to notice fewer regrets, fewer emotional spirals, and more clarity. 3. The still point at night. Just before sleep, give yourself 2 minutes to return to silence. No phone. No stimulation. No need to process. Let the day dissolve. This creates a bridge between your conscious and subconscious mind, reinforcing emotional integration and vibrational alignment while you rest. 4. Sensory silence walk. Take a 10-minute walk in silence, no headphones, no conversation, no phone. Feel the wind. Hear the subtle sounds. Let nature regulate your rhythm. This brings you into direct contact with presence. 5. Create a silence ritual space. It doesn't have to be fancy. A corner. A cushion. A candle. A breath. Designating a physical space for silence helps your brain associate stillness with safety, clarity, and release. These techniques aren't about escape. They're about returning to yourself, to your frequency, to the field where creation begins. And with consistency, you'll begin to notice something profound. You react less. You receive more. You don't need to chase ideas, they arrive. You don't force outcomes, they unfold. Because you've become a channel. Clear. Calm. Tuned. And the world responds to that kind of energy with open doors. So don't wait for silence to happen by accident. Design it. Choose it. Practice it. Because silence isn't empty. It's full of the version of you you've been trying to become. Silence isn't a break from life. It's the place where life finally begins to speak to you. When you step into stillness, not once, but as a rhythm, a practice, a way of being, something subtle and extraordinary happens. You stop chasing alignment, and you start becoming it. Your thoughts become clearer. Your energy softens. Your decisions carry more wisdom and less urgency. You begin to feel guided, not by pressure or fear, but by inner resonance. And the world responds. You find yourself in the right place, at the right time, with the right people. Not because you planned it, but because you allowed it. This is what silence does. It gathers your power. It sharpens your perception. It turns you from a reactive being into a conscious creator. It doesn't mean your life becomes perfect or pain-free. It means you gain the inner strength to navigate anything with calm, presence, and perspective. Silence reconnects you to your true home, not a place, but a state. A state where manifestation isn't forced. It flows. So let this be your reminder. You don't need to earn peace. You return to it. Moment by moment, breath by breath. Because everything you're seeking, clarity, fulfillment, abundance, already lives within you. And in silence, you finally have the space to receive it.
Wow, you've tapped into the law of attraction. Feel that positive energy? This video found you for a reason. Let's amplify it together. Subscribe to manifest more life-changing content. Like to send positivity back to the universe. Share with someone you care about. You'll both benefit. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Your engagement grows our community. Next video, I'll reveal a secret to manifest desires faster. Don't miss it. Join our vibrant community of manifestors. Let's co-create an incredible reality together. Your journey to unlimited abundance starts now. I believe in you.